everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. Irving with it. In the corner, Knipple with it. Outside Irving. Mourning with the screen. Shot clock at 6. They grab their own miss. Tipped away. And so it's Cleveland with it. Outside Harper. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Irving. We're about 1 minute into the first. Harper with the steal. Now here's Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. And then it's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Home team ball.
Outside Irving. Mourning with the screen. Behind first shot. Irving can't get it to go. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Bowen. 6 to shoot. To the middle. There's the steal. To the wing right side. Here's Knipple. And he starts out with a miss in this one. And talking to Colin Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great in his time.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Cleveland didn't get a shot off either. Robinson, that's good.
Running the pick and roll like a veteran there. Harper, outstanding time.
And so now we're timeout called by Dr. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Let's hear it for all the dancers.
Here is Conley. 1:35 left to play in the first quarter. Six on the shot clock. Johnson left side. Pass to Edwards. Screen by Porzingis. Second chance effort. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Inside. A screen took by Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Conley. From down in the low post, it goes.
Sheer drop is such a difficult shot to master, but he makes it look easy.
Outside Robinson. And a dunk by Bosch.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards with another miss. And the officials have called the illegal swing right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Johnson outside. A three from Porzingis. That shot off the mark. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cleveland ahead, up 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
You got to credit the defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall dog with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Robinson, that's good.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Tracking that ball all the way. Strong defense at the rim.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Johnson, wide open, he fired. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
Johnson just hanging out the corner, waited patiently there for the dribble.
Harper's shot's good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Kneppel. Scoreless thus far. Outside Irving. Pocket 6. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And Mourning just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Has to wear. Outside Irving. And stolen by Mourning. It's picked off. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. Here's Harper. He had dropped for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Cleveland.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition. Racking up steal after steal. Not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
In lots of games, free throws are the difference. You never want to leave points at the line.
Basket counts.
Showing another dimension of his offensive arsenal. Man, is Harper fun to watch.
And that one's good. Irving's got his first bucket in this one. Cleveland leading by 6. Driving to the basket. And Harper slams it in.
So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
Here's Irving. Robinson pulls it in. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Thompson surveying the floor. Outside for Robinson. 6 6 to shoot. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Pass to Irving. Fires from deep. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Out left to the wing. Mourning with the screen. Puts it up. Shot is good that time.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Bosch, that's for 2. The good-looking shot from the wing. Bosch has got 6 points.
Just a very solid jumper for a guy his size. Bosch has worked so hard on his mechanics.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Bowen, good.
And this is Bowen's specialty on offense. A legit threat from beyond the arc.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Outside Irving. 3-pointers off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Thompson in the corner. To the inside. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Shot to stop the run. And it's sent back by Bosh.
Boy, what a rejection right there. That is at the cup, and he sends it back.
Stolen by Robinson. Back to Bosh.
2 minutes remaining in the
Fires the 3. And change shot. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
Irving attacking. The teardrop falls in.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Cleveland.
For Kyrie Irving, Doris, what a run to the finals in 2024 with the Mavs.
He works seamlessly with the great Luka Doncic. And the beauty of Kyrie Irving historically is put him next to a great player, and you will not in any way diminish his game.
Offensive rebound. Harper with the steal. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. They get it again.
Great effort on the glass by the big fella. Nice work.
Here's Knipple. Outside Irving. Here's Bowen. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Moving so well for someone almost 7 feet. Bosh completing on that break.
Back to Irving. Pass to Ware. And there's the call on Bosh. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough play for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Just under 3 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Edwards. Now, here's Johnson. He's guarded by Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And here is Şengün. Drills it from outside. Şengün's got his first 3 points of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Pass to Edwards. Johnson the screen. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Cunningham with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Well, no good.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Here's Gallinari. And Gallinari calls it down.
Yeah, I like to see Gallinari attack the basket. It provides a nice counterbalance to that shooting ability.
Here's Şengün. From off there with the three-point shot. Edwards. Şengün with the rebound. And so Şengün will bring it up for Cleveland. That one is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured. Wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The three goes down.
Well, Kyrie shoots a ton of threes, and he makes a ton of threes.
Screen by Şengün. Cunningham drives in. 16 feet away. Good.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Stifling the offense in close. I love how he got right into their business there.
Shoots it up.
Team foul.
Here's Cunningham. Anunoby outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Şengün. The three is up. The shot misses. Cleveland leading by 12. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Gallinari using his length right there. Nicely done on the block shot.
Strong play on the interior, forcing the defender to overcommit.
Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Here's the arc. Buries the deep. we welcome you to our 2K Sports broadcast. Some great basketball in store for you. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
Here's Irving. Gallinari on the wing. Mourning with the screen. To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
Here's Cassell. They get it again. Sabonis. It's blocked.
And when it comes to rim protection, that's picture perfect.
Second chance effort.
And you got to admire how hard Mourning goes at it on defense. When he's around, shooters tend to tense up.
Now here's Wilson. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And it's Ware in the corner. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, you know teams covet that corner shot. It's the shortest three in the game.
That's a two from Paul. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. Kemple with it. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy. But that humility is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Here's Cassell to the inside. Here's your free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blower.
Well, you know, we hear a lot about the triple-doubles and the versatile skill set of Sabonis, but I still think his effort is his greatest asset.
And to talk about the best center in the league, Sabonis certainly, Stan, is in that group.
He sure is, Kevin, the second Sabonis to be in that group. And look, this guy can do
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
Over to the left wing. Buries the long-range jumper. Knipple got 5 now.
Great decision there. Move the ball out and find the other shoot.
And the jam by Stoudemire.
And Stoudemire, a dunking machine out there. Remarkable at getting the position he needs to bring that one home. And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Over to the wing. And stolen by Mourning. Back to Ware. Pass to Irving. Looks good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
There's Mourning. And the layup is good.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Young, here we go. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. done.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And after just and welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan. Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Anthony just did.
Here's Jones. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Young outside. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Back to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he drives in. Chalk up 2 there.
And when I look at the box score, a higher percentage of assisted buckets is a great sign. Tells you the team is playing well offensively.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
Well, at center, Porzingis gives you a true 3-level scorer. That's why he's so valuable offensively.
Here's McDyess. The kick out to Young. Young is doubled. From about 16, it's rebounded by Porzingis. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Here's Cassell. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Cassell's got his first points in this one.
Oh, agile play from Cassell down low, finding a high percentage look there.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Johnson. Outside, Edwards. From 13 feet, it goes down. Edwards got 6 here in this quarter.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Young. Conley grabs the miss. Over in the corner, Edwards. Off target from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Porzingis with the block.
A unicorn out there doing what he does on defense. Protecting the paint.
Yes, Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And Young now, top of the key. Albuquerque again can't hit it. The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
Now Irving. And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Irving looking for an opening. Here's Mourning. Yes, that's Mourning picking up the assist.
Check out pointing inside where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
With plenty of power behind that play, he didn't give the defense any chance to stop him.
Gallinari wide open. The three-pointer, no good. Right wing. Up to the right wing. Gets back to Jennings. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defensive rebounding.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
Count it.
You've got to have inside scoring to be successful. He's aware of that.
Here's Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Chamberlain.
And that's too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that way.
And now Orlando on the break. Doncic outside. Takes the three. It's all in by Alonzo Mourning. It's a 6-point game. And there's the call. It's going to be a little screen. It's Orlando's ball. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Irving. To the inside. Duren. Here's Chamberlain. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's the screen. Back to Gallinari. Just 5 on the clock. To the right side. All sorts of time. Well, good.
Good way to start this game. If you want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Luka Doncic.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Irving. Still without a basket. It's tipped. Out of bounds. He's out of bounds. Last touch by Duren.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Now, here's Gallinari. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Gallinari. Fires for three. Sinks the triple.
And you can tell Gallinari has practiced at the arc for countless hours. The way he trusts his motion.
The three for Doncic. And still a close game. The first quarter, 1-4 Orlando leads by just 3. And we'll be back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Orlando.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can and keeping everyone involved.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And the foul on Obi Toppin. That is his first foul of the game. Edwards looking it over.
Away team foul. Rollins. First. Second team foul.
Loose. Pass to Johnson. Pocket 6. Finished by Edwards.
That was unbelievable. How many guys can do what Anthony did?
And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Wembanyama, right side. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Home team ball.
They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
To the middle. Andjic with the steal. Here's Wallace. Once again off the mark, Orlando. It's Edwards on the wing. To the plate. Picks it out to Johnson. Andjic with the steal. Here's Wallace. The three-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage. That's
inside. And the basket by Johnson.
What textbook move by Johnson. Once he sets the pick, he hustles into scoring position.
A minute 42 left in the first half. Pass to Edwards. Down low. Out to Conley. Off target with his three.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Outside, Porzingis. Good on the three-point shot. Porzingis has got his first bucket of the game and he's on the board for three.
Well, the thing is, you got to be very careful when Porzingis gets that shot.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle,
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Yep, that one goes in there.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Rollins. The long distance three is buried.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close out a little stronger on him.
Here's Edwards.
So the ball runs through Edwards, and more often than not, he'll make good on it.
It's good.
Well, the defense has to offer more resistance, or he's just going to keep scoring down there.
Now 8 seconds separate the two clocks. Out to Edwards. There's Anthony.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Pass to Toppin. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Well, great decision there. Kicking it out to a ready shooter.
Edwards. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Cavaliers up one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Orlando trailing here. Porzingis with the block.
A unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Pass to Conley. Kicks it out to Johnson. Takes a three. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
You know, that was a smart feed setting up for the three. You're not sure what that was. You talk about a brain grab.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Good.
There's the screen. Out left to the wing. Knepel wide open. Fires. 18 feet away. He knocks it down.
And running right out the bat here to start the second half.
And talking to Colin Campbell. Greg, he has a burning passion to be great in his play.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
And here comes the break. Gallinari inside the three-point line. Off target from the wing. Chamberlain with it. 6 points for him. Now, here's a lead. Here's the break. Here's Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
The big fella Mourning out ahead on that break.
Here's Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Well, how about the dunk right there? I love seeing him go up with that force.
Gallinari down low. And Gallinari throws it down.
Using his underrated athleticism, Gallinari can do damage above the rim.
Defensive foul.
And you gotta love the big market and the pace in this sort of a grinding out game.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the game. Chamberlain no good on the free throw. A minute 50 left in the third. In the corner, Knepel with it. Pass to Gallinari. Beyond the arc. Pulls it from beyond the arc. Gallinari's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You've got to contest the shot better than that.
For Orlando, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. First one falls for. Both shots good from the stripe.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Now, everything about Edwards' drive makes a game fit. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
A finish. Edwards going all the way.
Agile play to get his hands in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Wembanyama gets it to go.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Edwards with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. Great Anthony Edwards is full of confidence. And it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure is that positive, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis. And he's done it.
Wembanyama on the foul.
And we talk often about how insane lift. There, we see it on the offensive line.
Now a timeout called by Orlando Garden.
Step out, man. On the court.
called by Orlando.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is where the coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
That's your Boricua State crew. Make some noise.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Johnson outside. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Use this time to expose all of the window inside.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Cleveland Cavaliers. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And here is Conley. Johnson outside. From downtown. Drops in the tray.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in the second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pass to Haywood. Shot clock at 5. Another no on the right hand. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
And then one good. 14 points for Anthony Edwards.
Well, it's old hat now when you see Edwards dominating a game scoring. Anthony knows that elite play.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. Both teams deciding to change it up. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Knippel. 16-footer dropped in.
Such great touch from Knippel. If you can't drive the lane, the mini is a good option.
Here's Rollins. Here is Wembanyama. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go.
But they can't count on him to continue this.
Finishes inside on the nice hit.
That's good. Showing some strength going through the defender to get the finish. Second personal.
And the free throw, no good.
And you gotta love the fire that Mourning plays with. His connection to the game is so special.
And it's good.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Good pass to the point. And he punches it.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
It's off.
The contest plus the board. A full defensive possession from him. Great effort. Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get that.
Irving drives in. Stolen. And they're running. Now Toppin. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
It's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Now Knippel. Mourning with the screen. Irving outside. Knippel with it. Pulls it from 20. Oh, the temper goes.
We're in total
The focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no three.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Irving cleared away by Toppin. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's off target. Here's Knipple. And there's the target. Now here's Lawrence. And so the home crowd is ready to win. Even the home crowd on this one, it seems like they were happy to win at home tonight.
And it makes 26.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
Now Irvin. They set the pick. Up and in on the line.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a look of it.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym, and perhaps a big gift for the extraordinary.
Morning can't make it work. To the wing right side. Here's Will. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And so Clarkson will break it.
Using that speed of his on the drive, Clarkson just so elusive when he puts it on the floor.
They set the pick. Back to Irving. To the middle. Knipple slams it in.
Oh, what a feed right there. You gotta love the unselfish attitude.
Here's Miller. And Mourning sends it back.
And we know Mourning excels at finding these shot blocking opportunities. It's like he sees the shot. Shot screen.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that bit wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Wow, Clarkson can really move. Once he's airborne, there's nothing the D can do.
Here's Irving. Some solid defense from Clarkson. On the wing, Miller. Over Gallinari. Miller, no up. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. Carroll with the rebound.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Misses the three. Irving surveying the floor. Connects on the 17-footer. Irving's got 6.
You can't give Irving any airspace when he's handling the rock. That's when he strikes.
Plenty of power behind that play. He didn't give the defense any chance to stop him.
Now here's Irving. He's got 6. Back to Ware. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Back to Clarkson. Out to Miller. Stolen by Knipple. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside. Knipple's got his second basket of the game.
That was way out there. Knipple stretching out his range.
Nene outside. Launches a three. Connects from three-point range.
Matching baskets are the earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, and you just hope that you can get a stop first. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to continue the air and make the play balances that out.
13.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Cleveland Cavaliers. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Shingun still able to play above the rim.
Greg, you're looking out for him. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old Kentucky. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Personal foul.
Even with the defense all over him, Thompson sticks with it
Again,
and doesn't just give up.
Shooting three-pointer.
And he nails the third.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
Assist goes to...
Yeah, try as they might, the defense can't stop Porzingis inside. He's too tall and too committed.
Şengün with the ball.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
There from Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
To Demon. Back to Dort. 4 on the clock. Here's Şengün. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Şengün's got the lead up to 2 now for Miami. Outside, Edwards. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Pass to Şengün. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the half. And Şengün
Well, at 7-2, Porzingis has a great view of the floor. It allows him to spot and pass.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, to start that play, he sets a solid screen and then gets rewarded for it.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly congested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
And Edwards slams it in.
And right there, Edwards with a great dribble move to create space.
Got that bucket.
The defense has to offer more resistance, or he's just going to keep scoring down there.
Outside Edwards. Finished off by Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man can.
And Şengün finds it.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, big time jam. Oh, man, that was sensational.
Outside, Dort. Finding the lane. And it's put down hard to both ends.
I like when Dort seeks out his offense. Using that athleticism well.
What a dunk!
You might get in trouble if you blow that. He nailed it.
He did, didn't he? It's worth the risk when the payoff is so good.
Well, from a coaching standpoint, I'm obligated to say, what's wrong with just a simple layup? But that was nice. Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Miami with the ball. And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat in his game. It just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely a bad man right now. Tough to see.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Miller outside. Pass to Şengün. Johnson with the block.
Well, Johnson has a long reach, and he's athletic. He was right on top of that shot attempt.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's George. And that one is hammered home.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Here's Ware. Hits it off the glass. Ware's got his second basket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's the screen. Here's Irving. Oh! Porzingis with the block.
The unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Attacking the boards and getting that second chance bucket.
Miami trailing. Here's Dennis. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And play stops. This time it looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that.
Driving in.
Yeah, I like when he takes initiative like this. Seeing a lane open up and attacking.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid. What they tend to do, it turns on motivation. What they said to you, hate mail all day. It's the price that you pay. In the Hall of Fame, can't get like this. It's gonna take patience. Work constant, check up steady maintenance. You might lose homies, you might fake friends. Thought you get it in a year.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Edwards. And it's Miami with the rebound. And it's really penetrating. And then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Man, what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 points.
Textbook pick-and-roll action. Screener gets open and knocks that one down.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a number 1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Well, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcoming the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
Edwards drives in. It's to Porzingis. Here's Conley. Outside Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. Johnson the screen. Insane shot. And he knocks down the jumper. Now just a 1-point Miami lead.
Well, hey, that's using all of the shot clock, right? Edwards beats it up.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. On the wing, Johnson. And the game still closely contested as we head to the 4th quarter. And ahead, they're up by 3. And 2-9.
46.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter. What is still anybody's ballgame. Here's Conley. Outside, Porzingis. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. And it's 8 points for Porzingis.
There's a little old school for Porzingis, using that mid-range.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Brings it up for Miami. They lead by 1. And the third two-headed slam.
What a slam by 6'3" Clarkson, showing he still wants them up.
Ware with it. In the corner, Knuckle with it. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Miami leading by 3. Carroll, no one around him. Carries it from 3-point range.
The defense has to be more wary of his willingness to kick it out. They've got burned there.
Perfect. Oh, the quarter is good.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
Looking just about unstoppable.
Catch up a 3. And here's the
Well, Knuckle projects as an elite shooter whose range and quick release make him a constant threat.
Are you kidding me?
That's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Home team
Top 5 pick in the draft. Knuckle is a polished rookie. Can play either guard spot. I love his future.
And that one misses.
Wow. What, do you have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a two-possession deficit.
Their coaches love seeing that. Working that ball, playing team basketball.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Launches it. No good there.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Furious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your score.
Swift move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Here's Gallinari. It's stolen by Garrett. Clarkson. Oh, the devastating double dunk.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, man. This building is stunning. Dunk deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. It's blocked.
I just love his attitude on D. That block shows he isn't giving up anything easy.
3 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's Miami. They're on a 17-6 run. Gallinari brings the double team. Clarkson surveying the floor. Takes it inside.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Down it goes for 3. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And he's got it.
Well, no doubt, Clarkson can score the ball. Defense having a lot of trouble with him.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the home-town advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
What's good, Jake? Welcome to my court. Hey, if my boy Jake wants to hoop, then we hooping.
You...
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You can actually hoop. Okay, I don't need yes men right now. I need you to be honest.
Yo, we have Dion Benjamin.
Wow. That's the... Here you go, sir.
Yeah, I'm taking
You're...
Here we go.
Snowy Owls foul. MP. First personal foul. Snowy Owls foul. Substitution for Edmund. Second quarter has come to an end. The third quarter will begin after a 10-minute halftime break. The Snowy Owls are leading 52. The Minutemen, 48. Maplewood High foul. Substitution for the Snowy Owls. Substitution for Minutemen. That's the horn. We win. Thank you, everyone.
Hey.
Hey.
How'd it go?
Okay. Yeah, they can't guard me. Let's go!
Coach Troy. MP. Coach Weber. MP. So, what you thinking?
Hey, Coach Troy, I decided...
I know what you're thinking. You got a lot of ground to make up in a short amount of time.
Right.
But... Oh, whoa, this reminds me of...
Hey, we got Hollywood in the building tonight.
Hello and welcome everyone to our 2K presentation of WCBL basketball. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. It's the High Flyers going against Team Ballers.
Nothing quite like a SoCal showdown, the freeway series between the High Flyers out of LA and Team Ballers based in Anaheim. I'm sure a lot of these players know each other already.
Lopsided affair so far. Team Ballers out front, up by 16. And more basketball to come after this short break. Welcome back to the second half of this West Coast Club battle between the High Flyers and Team Ballers.
Here we go.
So Team Ballers win the opening possession. And we have an intentional foul there. Wish I could say why.
Yeah, that was a strange play. I'm not sure what came over him. Just an odd time to foul.
And so they choose to intentionally and time for a break. The action resumes right after this. Welcome back to the second half of this West Coast Club battle between the High Flyers and Team Ballers. And something to note about MP, I heard he was training with Dion Benjamin to help prepare for this one.
And if you don't know about Dion Benjamin, he has a well-known open run. A lot of talent has come out of that. And to see MP working out with him, that's certainly a positive in the eyes of many scouts.
Now MP for the lead, hits the trifecta.
The defensive effort wasn't there, and as a result,
the High Fly is leading. What a game we've seen from Jaden Moore. You can see why he's so highly touted. And tonight, he's definitely lived up to that hype.
And if you look at the eye test between Moore and a guy like MP, Moore...
Substitution for Team Ballers. Substitution for High Flyers.
Here's MP. There's the three. Gets it to go from long range.
An improving aspect of O'Neal's game. Do you have a second to talk about his playmaking? Because right there, he just made the right play, and he knows that that's important for his team.
For a lot of club players, this is their first time learning a role other than being the star of their team.
For many of these guys, they were the best that their school had to offer. But in this league, the skill level of competition here is much higher. And look, at the end of the day, not everyone is going to be the offensive star of their team, and that's so important for the development of these guys, to learn how to fill the role that's needed.
Pass to Bertie. O'Neal comes with the double. Etherington for three, and it's rebounded by O'Neal.
Important not to let your ego run the offense. You could see he really wanted to answer that made three with one of his own. Wow, I mean, and are you really surprised? That's Liam Callahan, paving his way to an inside score like it's a construction site.
So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
Well,
Yo, you going out tonight, Burlington?
You got a lot of ground to make up in a short amount of time.
Right.
But... Oh, whoa, this reminds me of...
Doesn't matter if you're a big or a guard caught on a switch.
Hey, Coach, if this is about me being late.
Hello and welcome to our 2K presentation of the WCBL. We've got Milestone and the Surf City Waves taking on the High Flyers. And some news here. The relative newcomer MP deemed unavailable tonight. It's a bit of a surprise, especially considering his recent performances. In the meantime, Surf City has won the tip and we're underway. Feeds it inside and Milestone punches it through.
Look, Stone is just controlling the paint down low. He's getting whatever look he wants in there.
And what we're being told is MP is serving a one-game suspension for Coach. Tough break with all of these scouts here in attendance, and they're getting to watch Miles just put on a show.
Surf City just piling it on at this point.
And MP has got to be disappointed in himself. It could have been his moment to show what he can do. Instead, he's watching from the bench.
Oh, and the three is good. Oh, Stone got a hand on it. And again, Stone owning the interior. Dunk after dunk in this one.
And a lot of questions will be asked about the maturity of MP because his absence has certainly been felt. Not a good look for him.
So a lopsided win for Surf City as the final horn sounds. For everyone here at 2K, thanks for tuning in.
Hey, good game.
Listen, I grew up in a small town too.
Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got a WCBL matchup for you tonight with the High Flyers taking on the Attack from SAC.
Well, you know I'm excited for this one. It's a classic NorCal versus SoCal showdown. The Attack from SAC, obviously out of Sacramento, my hometown, and the High Flyers are here in LA.
And the stars for the team tonight, it's Mills leading the way for the High Flyers. A good one. High Flyers lose this one. They're up by 3. Don't move a muscle. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. The High Flyers and the Attack from SAC gearing up for the second half action. Beyond the arc, nails the three-pointer.
D was pretty much non-existent. Can't leave a good shooter open like that.
Here's Mecca. Great D that time from MP.
Nice play on D. Got that hand in his face and prevented him from getting the easy look.
Oh, exactly. He was alert and aware, reacted to the shot quickly.
Here's Carrington. Here's the pick. Pass to Olsen. Sack with another miss.
That's a shoot-around jumper. No excuses for missing it.
MP outside. And the High Flyers, another triple.
What a performance here. It seemed like every three he's going to shoot is going to fall. He's totally in the zone.
And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on the team has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace.
And the foul called, he grabbed him intentionally there for some reason.
Maybe he's just trying to slow the pace down. I don't really know. Strange move one way.
So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
What the?
Good game, y'all. Oh yeah, Brendan Harris. Almost played with those guys.
Then you know all about...
WCBL action coming your way right here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone, and welcome in. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got the Union Elite against the High Flyers in a showdown.
Well, both of these teams have had a strong showing this season, and I'm looking forward to seeing the stars of their respective teams.
Heading to halftime. The High Flyers lead this one. They lead by 12. And we'll get you right back to the action on the other side of the break. Welcome back for the second half as MP leads the High Flyers against Brandon. From outside the arc, connects it from downtown.
That's not enough coverage. Basically none. Defense did not look good there.
Time called here, Union Elite.
Substitution for High Flyers. Timeout.
And the foul called on MP. So the High Flyers win this one.
An impressive performance from...
And it's the High Flyers starting this one out.
Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game. It's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit. D was pretty much non-existent. Can't leave a good shooter open like that.
And taking the floor for Union Elite will be Lou Diaz running the show from the point. Mitch Mitchell's at the off guard. Bird will be playing in the wing role, and the always dangerous Brandon Harris at power forward. Finally, Drew Robert holding down the center spot. The starting five for the High. What's been a good one? Union Elite ahead. They're up by 4. And plenty more to come right after this. Welcome back for the second half as MP leads the High Flyers against Brandon Harris and the Union Elite. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago. Give Harris credit for getting after it on the glass. He earned that second chance bucket.
And MP gets it to go. Great ball movement. They're sharing the rock.
And they're keeping everyone involved and engaged.
Mitchell outside. Harris sets the pick. Back to Bird. Jacks up with 3. Goes with the rebound. Outside MP for the lead. Rebound by Union Elite. And you look at both of these teams, some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had. Terrific job to go up and get that one. Nice hands. Harris with an agile move for a big fella.
They now take the lead.
It's been a parade of threes from them ever since halftime.
Yeah, we know what they were talking about during the break. They've been dialed in from deep.
Finds Bird. Outside, Harris. Now Mitchell launches a 3. Oh my, came this close to a 4-point play. Instead, he'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Putting pressure on the D. Mitchell with the trip to the line.
Mitchell taking 3 shots.
That one is no good. And he nails the third.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these team show is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
Finds Bird. Now here's Mitchell, now guarded by Mills. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointers offline. The High Flyers leading. And here's MP on the outside. Knocks down the triple.
You have to love his efficiency from range in this one.
Valuing each and every possession, taking only the shots he feels he can make.
Time call.
To the paint, and Diaz. Yes! players from Bird. And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true. And it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it. But those who do will know each other from their experience here.
Diaz with it, now guarded by MP. Kicks it to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Diaz off the mark.
Coach can't disagree at all with the shot selection.
It's been business as usual for Harris tonight. MP might be regretting that decision to not team up with him.
I can guarantee that MP is second-guessing if he made the right choice. The way Harris outperformed him in this one, I know I would be.
Now here's Mitchell. Beyond the arc. MP grabs the miss.
Closing down on leads is done by making smart plays on offense and taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up those bonehead threes like that.
This is spectacular. Likes out shooting down the stretch to put them in the position for the W.
And they've gotten hot at the best possible moment, putting on one heck of a run.
And Harris draws the double. And stolen by Brock. From deep. And another three from the Flyers. Now a timeout called by Union Elite on the court. Here's Diaz. And Harris draws the double. Pass to Robert. Diaz up top. Mitchell now covered by MP. Throws it up high. And Harris slamming it home. It doesn't take a lifelong scout to understand why Harris is a blue-chip prospect. He has the ability to get it done on offense.
And what is so great about Harris is that he can attack the rim from multiple ways. That's almost required for primary option big men these days. And Harris is a perfect fit for that kind of role. Not sure what that was about. Talk about a brain crack.
So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
And it...
Yeah, I like where my game's at. Feeling good about it.
Okay. I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off.